Alright guys, so welcome back to another one here on the channel. I am sat in the ST. It's very dark, but it's a bit too cold to stand outside. So hopefully you can see me. Hopefully you enjoy what's to come today. Today we're talking about the difference from an ST line and an ST Mark 8 Fiesta. It may seem quite obvious, but you'll be surprised the differences aren't actually that much, and I actually get this question a lot. Is it worth the step up from the ST line to the ST? So I'm going to be answering that today. There's a lot of factors which I can't control, such as your insurance cost and things like that. So I'm just going to be talking about my personal experience, what I use the cars for. Let's start off with price of the actual car. My ST, fully spec'd, it just hasn't got the pan roof, it's got everything else, was actually cheaper than both of my ST lines. That's the black one and the white one. So instantly, it's a cheaper car. It's much better value, which now I'm thinking of it, don't make any sense, because the ST line is a 1 litre, like 140 brake maximum. These come standard 1.5, 200 brake from standard, as I said. I am talking about the ST3 in this scenario, so you get everything. Reversing camera, reversing sensors, heated seats, heated steering wheel, auto wipers, Bang & Olufsen sound system. You get everything. So value wise, taking the car on its own, the ST is a lot better value than the ST line, which I was shocked about. But what stops a lot of people from getting the ST is the insurance cost. I'm 21, I've got 3 years, no claims. It was another £200 more to insure the ST than the ST line. So for me personally, it makes complete sense. Road tax, if you care about that, is basically the same, if not the same. So in my experience from a financial side of things, it's a no-brainer to take the ST over the ST line. But then it does come into the other factors, such as the comfort. Obviously with the ST3 you get these seats, I don't know if the camera's even picking it up, they hug you really well, but they're not the most comfortable, especially on a long drive. I've actually got a bad back at the moment. I've got a slip disc, and I've got my Mark 6 parked behind me. I prefer driving that than this at the moment, because these seats, they do hurt my back. And I said when I first got this car, they like pinch my hips as well, where they're just a bit too tight. That might be my own fault. I might be a bit too fat, but it is something to think about. I'd say the comfort of the ST line, not the ST line X, I'll get into that. The comfort of the ST line is a lot more comfy than the ST. The reason I don't like the ST line X seats is that they aren't all cloth, which I really do not like. It didn't feel comfortable at all. The ST line, just the standard one, is where you want to be. The seats are nice, they hug you enough, but they're comfortable. That's the main thing. Thing number two, again, this is my personal experience, and that is the economy of the car. So I've had both the ST line X, which is a hybrid, the ST line, which was the 140 brake, then the ST3. So the ST3, I don't drive very far at all. I do quite short trips. I let the car get warm and everything, but I don't really travel on like fast roads or anything. I get, on average, 26.9 miles to the gallon, which is horrendous. I know these STs, like if I'm driving far, the fuel economy is amazing, but doing short trips, it does hurt the car. If you're driving far, the ST is immaculate, and that's where it changes from the ST line. The ST line around town doing short trips, especially the hybrid one, the fuel was incredible. I think I got like 36 to the gallon, which again, isn't what that car can do, but with what I do driving around short trips, that's really good. I'd say the ST line is better for like short trips around town, and the ST is better for like your longer kind of trips, because if I did a long trip in my ST line, it's getting confusing now. If I did a long trip in my ST line, I could literally see the fuel going down. So this is a lot stronger on them like faster roads, if that makes sense. Looks wise, I'm not going to get out of the car, but I'll put up some photos now. They look basically the same. If you don't know what you're trying to see, like the front of the ST has got small like grey bits on the bottom. Other than that, they look the exact same. I think the ST line borderline, depending on the colour, looks better than the ST, and that's a big claim. I think best in the class is the ST line. I think they've hit the nail on the head with that one. It was absolutely perfect. It still is perfect. Even the facelift ones, they just look so good. It's hard to tell an ST from an ST line, even though I know what I know what all the like key bits are. I still can't tell it on the facelift. But you don't get an on average, you don't get an ST for them reasons. You get it for the power. So as I said, they come standard with 200 brake, which is a lot more than the top spec ST line. Obviously, it's a bigger engine. It can do more. The tuning capability of the ST is quite incredible, actually. Like a stage 1 takes you to like 230 brake, 380 torque. They do move. And obviously with an ST, you want the power, you want the fun. They come with like the performance pack, which gives you a limited slip diff. Value wise, as I said at the start, the ST is very good. So which one would I take, the ST line or the ST? The ST line X, the one that I had, I really didn't like. I think it considering it was a hybrid, it wasn't as good as it could have been, or it should have been. So realistically, I'm comparing my 140 ST line to my 200 ST. Overall, I would probably take the ST. I think it's a better car overall, and the spec on it is quite high. But I just had a sweet spot for my first ST line. I don't know if it's because it was my first one, or if it was because it was actually like a really good car. But I did enjoy that car. Anyway, hopefully this has been helpful if you're trying to find a car. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts, any suggestions, any improvements, and hopefully I'll see you again. Cheers.